It felt good, you know. It helped me get into the game flow and be aggressive and assertive out there and go for rebounds and try to play hard defense and things like that.
How important was it to kind of get some of those passes, especially when you were kind of trailing and you kind of were running and you got a dunk or a layup or something? Same with Norrance. I guess how important was that for y'all, just confidence-wise, knowing that they'd find you if you did kind of run the court?
Yeah, that's something that we can have if we go out there and play the way that we know we can play. So.
Norrance, same thing for you. I guess what's it like to see the ball go in the basket, especially after some rough couple games for you?
It was basketball. There's good games, there's bad games. I mean, you just got to come with the same approach to every practice, every game. So,
playing against Texas, I guess what are you kind of expecting from them now that you've kind of seen them already and you kind of know what they have in terms of the front court?
They're hot. They got a deep team. They can shoot. They got drivers. They got rebounders, obviously. We got to be in tune this game, knowing that we lost to them at Texas. It gives us an extra, I guess, edge to come into this game and get it done.
Norrance, with that second half you guys had against Oklahoma State last week, the confidence and maybe some of the momentum you guys built from that on offense, do you think that bled over into the game at South Carolina on Saturday offensively, or it seemed like you guys were just a lot more aggressive the whole game?
Well, it bled over for Keenan. He had a great week. He carried us last week. So, as a team, we feed off of him offensively. But guys did their job. And it's one thing about a team. Whenever you're ready to step up and do your job, it really helps.
Norrance, with a guy like Mo inside, what did you learn from that first matchup against him that you can kind of use going forward?
A lot of different things. He's a good player. We didn't do a good job over there at Texas. We need to come out focused, more focused than we were last time, knowing the things we can and cannot do in the paint, knowing that he's dominant down there, but we know how to get around it. We're practicing it now, and we'll get it done.
Go to David in the middle.
Norrance, how much will Malik help you guys inside as well, now that he's got a couple of games under his belt? Surely he can help against Texas.
All right, Malik, he brings energy every day. He's competitive. He always is after us, walkthroughs, anything, practice. He's just bringing that edge to the game. He brings it to practice every day. So whenever we have an extra body who's skilled, who can rebound, it really helps our team.
Tommy, for you, what do you want to work on from that past Texas game? I know you had 12, 13 minutes in that one, but what do you need to do better?
Just everything. You know, having played them one time, like you see kind of how they move and how they go, and it just makes you, you know, want to do it again against someone who's beat you before. So I think we'll definitely, you know, be ready this time.
Go to Wendell here, second row on the left.
Norrance, you mentioned Keenan. Can you kind of talk about how you've seen him kind of grow as a player? I mean, this is a tough league to spend 4 years in, and kind of, you know, he's just kind of grinded it out to where he's one of the best players in the league now.
Right. It all comes with confidence for him. I know he's one of my closest friends in life probably, so I know a lot about his mentality and how he goes about things. Confidence, we always knew he was a good player. He's always been a good player, but whenever you're handed a lot of confidence and just by the coaching and your teammates, it just makes you grow as a player.
What did you see as his approach to this year? I mean, everybody's senior year, you kind of want to, you know, do the best you can, obviously, and go out with a bang. What was his mindset coming into this year?
Right, like all of us, he just wants to win. Anything for the team. The thing about Keenan is he's not selfish at all. He'll do anything for this team. Whatever it is for the team, he'll do. He works as hard as anybody, so he's just a team guy, and he just wants to win.
Tommy, I just kind of wanted to ask you a big picture question just about Coach Beard, how he's kind of, I mean, there's a lot of different kind of guys. You're a couple of transfers, you're one of them. This year they're guys that played for Coach Smith that are seniors, freshmen coming in. How has he kind of gone about blending you guys together as a team?
We just work on things that we want to do in the game every day in practice. You know, he gives us confidence to do the things that he's telling us, you know, and it just helps us a lot, and that's what we try to go out there and do.
We'll go to the back here to Ben.
Norrance, just kind of piggybacking off that earlier question about what you saw against Bamba. What were some things in the first time around that maybe not necessarily surprised you, but just, you know, kind of going through it and actually playing against him different than, you know, obviously just seeing what on tape, what he's got? What kind of stood out to you in that sense?
More than just him about their team is they're a good team defensively. offensively, they can do it in so many different ways. They shot the ball really well when we played them. They spread us out. They did different things that challenged us. So we got to be ready for that matchup, that whole team aspect of it.
Time for a couple more. We'll go back to Carlos.
Tommy, just in terms of you kind of being like a coach on the floor, I noticed you were talking to a couple guys. I guess what have you kind of done to kind of take on that leadership role, just knowing that sometimes it's not necessarily the minutes you put on the court, but sometimes it's the minutes that you're kind of on the bench or you're helping guys?
It's just something that happened, man. You know, we were trying to get that win. We wanted to get that win. I wanted to win for my teammates because of how hard we got out there and play. You know, that's what it came to, man. So I did it.
In terms of Malik, I guess what have you seen from him, and what are some things you've been able to teach him? Because I know that there have been a couple timeouts where you kind of have to talk to him after it. I guess what are some kind of pointers you've been giving to him?
He actually helps me a lot, man. With him being on the scout team, because we got a good scout team. They try to give us the best look, so he really studies and learn about the bigs that we're playing against and stuff like that. So when we walk during practice, he's telling me like, he wants to do this, don't go for this. While he's moving and doing it. So he's helped me a lot, man. I appreciate him for that.
I guess last question for you. I guess with Texas, I know obviously you guys weren't able to kind of get the ball inside. I guess how important is it for y'all to kind of make some buckets this time, and how important is it for y'all just to kind of see the ball go in the basket the last couple games?
We're going to come out with a game plan, I'm pretty sure everyone's ready to get to work today. We want to win this game.